Life is full of bullshit, and we're here to call it out. Real talk, raw truth, and plenty of spice. Welcome to She Who Thrives.
We're your hosts, Kaytlen,
Mindi,
and Harrison.
And today we're just going to kind of catch up. Mom's been on a vacation, and we've had lots going on, so just going to talk.
Do a little life recap.
We've been talking a lot before we started this. We should have just started it from the first.
I know.
Because now we're probably out of talk.
Give us a recap of your Florida trip.
So we went to Fort Lauderdale. It was our anniversary on the 30th, and we always go do something fun. I had thrown around so many different places that we want to go. You know, we'd talked about so many things, and I usually have everything. You guys know me. I usually have everything planned way in advance. And this year it was just like, you know, I kept changing my mind. I would be like, let's go to Fiji. And then we would like kind of look at that and plan it out. And then we'd be like, let's go here. So it just kept switching. And then we had some friends. They live like 45 minutes from us, but they are in our town a lot. The husband works here and they come stay here a lot on the weekends. And so they had said to us that they have a buddy that has a couple of penthouses in Fort Lauderdale. And they're like, we really want you guys to go with us, you know. Anyway, the timing worked out to where it was our anniversary was right in between the times that they were going. So we're like, let's just do that. So we ended up going there. It was amazing. It was the perfect vacation, you know, just relaxing. We've never traveled with this couple before. And actually every time we've like hung out with them, it's been in groups of people. You know, we've gone to lunch with them one time after the gym, but that's the only time we've ever been just one-on-one with them. So we didn't even know how they traveled or anything, you know, but we'd kind of talked about it beforehand. And so we figured it would probably be easy, but yeah, it was just so easy. The penthouse was freaking amazing. He owns the top 3 floors. So the top floor is like his pool. And then the one below that is his personal penthouse. And then the one below that is like the guest penthouse. But it was beautiful. It's huge. I don't know how many of my houses would fit in there. A lot. It was crazy. And the views were amazing. So the view from the master, you know, it was all glass. The view from the master was all of the ocean. And then from the backside, you could see like the different channels and the little islands that have all the huge houses and the yachts parked in front of them, you know, side view. Everywhere was just pretty.
Yeah.
But it was just so chill. We would wake up when we woke up. We would go down, hit the gym and get breakfast. We cooked breakfast a couple of times, you know, in the penthouse and just eat. You know, our food was amazing. It's pretty expensive there, but like it was worth. I mean, you figure you're staying in this penthouse that rents out if he were to rent it for $25,000 a night.
Yeah.
And you know, I told Adam, even if we're spending $1,000 a meal, which, you know, some of our dinners between the 4 of us were about that, but I'm just like, you know, when do you get the opportunity to do that? You know, he has a Bentley that he leaves there for you to drive. So it was so chill.
You're like, wait, this is
relaxed.
How some people go on vacation.
We were spoiled. I'm like, wow, we just lived our best life, and you know, makes you want to achieve more. And
Yeah.
it was nice. You know, we went to bed late every night, which, I mean, some nights we'd just be sitting out. There's a hot tub and like a big fire pit and a bunch of really nice couches and stuff out. And so we'd sit out there at night, and before we knew it would be like, it's 2 a.m. You know, we were all like, what are we doing? But just the conversation was just easy. They were just as chill as we are. We didn't really even have a plan. We just kind of,
which is crazy for me because she can't
I'm
go
a
on
planner.
vacation without a damn
You
itinerary.
can't do anything without an itinerary.
No, that is one thing I actually hate.
Itineraries.
I hate itineraries on vacation. I've told Jason that so many times. I'm like, I do not want a plan. I want to get there, and when I wake up that day, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the beach today. I feel like the beach today. I hate an itinerary.
Well, I feel like there's certain thing, because if it's somewhere that I haven't experienced, like I like to explore. I
Yeah.
like to see, I like to do my research. You know, if we're in Hawaii and there's amazing hikes or amazing waterfalls. And so I feel like if I want to hit all of that stuff while I'm there, I want to lay it out for myself. I don't give a shit if anybody else follows it. You know, it's just like, hey, we're doing this day. If you want to go, great. If you don't, stay home. I don't care. But yeah, it was so relaxing. We went and laid by the pool every day, and we could see the beach, the ocean from the pool, and just ate lots of good food. We went to Miami one day and kind of just browsed around there and had dinner there that night. And then
Isn't there, I don't know if this is like real, but I think I saw on social media, of course. Can you like boat through parts of like the city in Miami?
I don't know.
I don't know if I think that's where it was. Like it literally looked like a city, but like on the water, which I don't know how that would really work.
Well,
but,
where we were in Fort Lauderdale, that's the one day we went and took jet skis out. But we went through, all the houses are right there, you know, because they're all on little islands. And so, yeah, you can boat through there and jet ski through there and look at all the houses. And there's people sitting outside that were like waving at us, you know, and
I wish I lived by the beach.
I know, that'd be nice.
it was so nice. It was just super relaxing. And they were, like I said, they were great. And it was so fun to just sit and chit chat. And we're so similar in so many ways, you know, and yeah, it was great. It sucked to come home. I feel so much better with my autoimmune stuff when I'm in a more humid place.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, that is one that I don't want to live in.
Yeah, probably just because the dryness probably just dries everything out.
Yeah, we came home and I was like, oh, everything was achy and I was so swollen. I couldn't put my ring on for 3 days.
Yeah.
I was just, I couldn't even get it over my first knuckle. But yeah, we had a really good time.
That's good.
Fun. Got a little tan.
Yeah.
And I said it was funny because the people out in like the pool boys that would bring you like your food and, you know, make sure you had water and fruit and whatever. They were like, where are you guys from? You know, because we would chit chat with them where other people are just like,
use them as servants.
Bring me this, bring me that, you know, and we told them we were from Utah and they were like, what? We thought you guys were from Jersey. They're
Really?
like, yeah, they're like, she has me in her phone as her Jersey twin now. They said, is that a big city where you live? And we're like, no. And I'm like, where she lives is even more rural than where we live. I mean, we're getting bigger, but they're like, that is crazy. You guys just seem like such city people. You like take care of yourself and you're so well put together. And we're like, keep talking. Keep telling us. Yeah, it was fun. And it's such a melting pot of people that the diversity there is just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole lot of Haitians there. I guess it's only one of our Uber drivers was telling us that it's only like a 90-minute flight to Haiti.
That's crazy.
And yeah,
I
almost
know, right?
Yeah, it's just just so many different ethnicities and people, and you know, it was fun just to even people watch. We love to do that. So yeah, we had a great time.
That's good.
Jack and Abby kept our dog and they were in heaven. I know they kept sending like pictures cuddling her, and they took her to the farmer's market and they were so cute with her. Yeah.
Living her best life too, huh?
Yes, I came home to a note from Abby and she was like, we loved keeping her. Anytime you leave, call us. You know, I was like, oh, so yeah, we knew she was well taken care of and spoiled as well. So it was fun. Good time.
Good.
I had sent Mom, or maybe I just told you about it. I don't know if I sent you the video, but I see lots of people where they, you know, have the whole family and everyone writes down a place they want to go on their next vacation. Have you seen those? And then you draw out of a hat, and everyone you draw out, you're not going to until you get to the last one.
That would be
I think we should do that. That would be so fun. Whatever the
Yeah.
last one is, like that's where you go
That'd be so fun.
for our next vacation.
So how does that work though? Is that like a vacation that we're in charge of? Because what if somebody says like Australia and then that's the one
I mean,
picked?
Then everyone saves up
I
for a
think we'd
year.
have to. I think we'd have to have like some boundaries, maybe, or agree. Like, okay, is this going to include out of the country? Is this not? Is it just going to be out of the country? Is it just
Yeah, and I think if everyone like had enough time and everyone saved and even had like the kids
now and
saved,
for next
like,
year?
yeah, I think that would be fun.
So do we do that on this vacation?
Yeah, that's a good
That'd be
idea.
fun. One of the
Put in a
nights.
draw?
Yeah, but we'll have to decide. Are we going to stay in the country? Are we not going to not? Are we going to?
Well, it's different because like if you're going to
Also with the kids,
Europe versus Mexico, there's a huge difference price wise, you know?
I think if we go out of the country, we should leave the kids. we kind of said,
I'm a few
yes,
years
we'll
from
take-
that.
yeah, I don't want to take the kids out of the from leaving the kids.
They need to be good sleepers before I feel comfortable leaving them with anybody.
I don't think I would take the kids out of the country until they're all
Have they ever been out of the country?
appreciate it, I guess. No.
No, her kids don't have passports.
Mm-mm.
Brixton has a passport.
Jet doesn't even have a birth certificate.
Why?
It's still at the office. Yeah, Brixton went out of the country when he was like
Little.
1.5 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't the best time, was it?
No, but I think like Ava's age, she'd be fine.
Yeah.
It is so easy.
That resort that we stayed at in Mexico,
It's not very kid friendly. I mean, it is, but
It
not
has, like, the
little
kid-
kid friendly.
yeah, not little.
There's too much. Like every walkway that you like go to restaurants, it's like there's water on both. It's almost like there's water on both sides. So it's like,
Yeah.
I would love for the adults to go to that resort though. But the
Yeah.
newer one, the one they just built that's just adults only.
There's also this place I saw that Emily Kaiser is in right now. It's Lake something, and it's in Italy, and it looks so beautiful. I told Jason, I'm like, I want to go here so bad. The buildings are so pretty, the water, like, oh, and I'm sure the food is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go somewhere that's like out of the country that has a beach, but then there's like a lot of like buildings and cool stuff to see too.
Yeah.
Greece is like that too. That's
That's-
amazing.
That's the top of my list. Yeah. I want to go so bad. I don't know. There are just places like even in the country that I think would be better, just adults,
Yeah. What do we have coming up? We have our family reunion coming up. We're all going to get together. That'll
That's
be
this
so
week.
fun.
Yeah.
What else do we have? We have our family trip is going to be here before we know it, guys.
Coaching, yeah.
Be so fun.
The next few months are just going to be crazy.
Mhm.
I know. Jet's birthday is this month. I cannot believe he's almost 1. Like, I feel like
That went by
Brixton's.
so fast.
Yes, it went by so fast. And I feel like because he's been a little bit slower with like walking and crawling, I feel like he feels more baby. So I don't feel like he's like 1 yet. I don't feel like he's old
Yeah.
enough to be 1 yet.
So crazy.
And he's just so funny. Like, he started shaking his head no, which I don't think he knows that
He
means
doesn't.
no. But he'll just like do it like when I'm feeding him or like to be funny, and it's so freaking cute.
Last night when we went to that event,
I gotta show Kayt
the entire time he ate. He ate
whole time.
the entire night. And then when we went to dinner, she just gave him like a big pickle spear and he had it. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
He had his little headphones on, but yeah, he just like, he's one of those babies that every time you see him, he's just smiling.
And
He
he's
is
just
always
glowing.
smiling.
His little twinkly eyes.
I know, huh? Can't wait to snuggle them.
It was funny though because he kept eating to the point where I was like, I don't know what else to give him. Like he just wouldn't stop. And then Shan made a comment like, hopefully he doesn't throw up on the way home. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh my God.
They fell asleep.
Yeah, Brixton was like kind of chatty for a minute, and then we put him in like their jammies and stuff.
I saw you guys stripping him down.
Jet zonked. I put him in his car seat, and he was like, boom, out.
It's funny though, because he had that pickle spear and he'd put it in his mouth and like pull it with his two little bottom teeth, to get the pickle out. But it was like he was like gnawing on jerky or something, man. He'd just like yank that thing.
He's so funny.
You're so cute.
And Harrison has a big announcement.
What?
Just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What were you kidding though?
You're pregnant.
No. Absolutely not. No.
Really not.
They see Brixton be nice to a girl one time and they're like, you need to have a baby.
I've never seen him be gentle to somebody.
I know, it was very cute, but no.
Be
very gentle to Braxton's baby when he has one.
Yeah.
There you go.
He'll probably be next.
Yeah.
Karsten said he's just waiting for that lady that has a bald head fetish.
They're out there.
That's what he said. He's like, me and Braxton are in two different tax brackets. And when I mean tax brackets, I mean our hair.
Oh my God.
I got to have the girls like baldies. He's got to have the girls.
But Karsten's also like, he's like very far and few between. Like he's one of those men who will not settle, which is an amazing quality to have because I think so many people do. But I feel like he like knows what he wants. He's very particular. And I think that's a good thing. Like
I think
you're choosing a life partner. I think it's a great thing.
His last relationship taught him a lot.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That was a good learning lesson. But I think even since that relationship, how much growth he's had himself personally, is huge.
Yeah.
So, and he'll be a good partner. He's a little stubborn, but.
Plus, I don't want to share him right now. He's a really good babysitter when he comes over. And if he has a girlfriend, then he's not going to want to be over at our house as much and playing with my kids.
I think he'll just need somebody, like you said, he is a little stubborn. He just needs somebody that's going to push him back, not take any shit.
Yeah. I do think, though, I don't think another girl can fit in that house of theirs.
Yeah. He'll have to kick Gage and Lizzie out.
Oh, man. They're so funny.
And she is adorable.
She is.
Lizzie?
Delaney.
Yeah, Delaney is so cute. She
loves the boys. No. Last night we were playing a game on the way home. And we started with I'm going on vacation and I'm taking a blah. And then I would say what I was taking. And then Adam say, I'm going on vacation. I'm taking whatever I said plus what he said. And you have to go around the circle and, remember everything. So it's just kind of a memory game. But she was so funny. And she's just like cracking up, and her laugh is just so contagious. Adam even said she has the best laugh. Like it's so contagious, and she can give Braxton crap and take his crap. And yeah, she's cute.
Will she be there this weekend?
Yeah.
She will?
Uh-huh.
Good. Are you guys all going to stay at I thought that bird was going to fly into the window.
I know, it looked like it was.
Are you all staying at the cabin?
Yeah. Karsten texts me and he's like, what are we doing? Staying in the dirt? I was like, no, we're staying in the cabin.
It'll be nice. It'll be good weather. It'll be fun.
My kids need it right now. I need it right now. Holy shit.
You have your DC trip coming up, right? Isn't that beginning of July?
Mm-hmm.
How many days are you guys going?
The 6th to the 11th.
How do you think Ava will do?
She's going to be in heaven.
You think even like at night? I mean, I can throw her in bed with us, but she's never been away from you at night.
As long as she has her siblings around, she'll be fine.
I thought they were going with you.
No, absolutely not.
What? What?
She Brecklin was asking them questions, so they were out like in the
Well,
little
it's just
pool.
Nixon, right?
Maybe Leo too. I mean, he'll be good for you.
Yeah.
They were out in the little pool the other day, and Brecklin was asking questions. So Nix and Ava were sitting there. She had like a bucket of water, and she would ask if they got it wrong. She dumped it on their head or whatever, right? And she was asking, like, would they rather live here or there? So she asked Ava, would she rather live here or in Utah by you and Brixton? And she said there. And then she looked at me and she said, Mommy, I'm really gonna miss you guys. I was like,
She's moving by herself.
but she was fine with it. She's like, I'm gonna miss
She
you.
was
But
ready to go.
That is so cute.
She always, every time we FaceTime, she says something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, I just want to live by you.
I love how
day.
she says, Bwixty.
She loves him.
So
She loves
cute.
him. She's like, are you still working on moving our house by their house? Yeah. She thinks we're just gonna pick it up and move it there, I guess.
Well, why not? Just put it on a trailer.
I guess.
You know, I was thinking, it's really sad to think that for all these years, your kids have wanted to move back here so bad. And you know they've expressed that to him as well. They've had to have expressed that to him as well.
Yeah.
At least a time or two. And because of that judge, like, you had to stay there. And like Brecklin said, she has had to miss out on all of it. Because one guy that thinks he has the power of God said, you have to stay here.
But he also got none of the true story, so that's why I said this time he better apologize.
Was it the same judge?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's that way for a reason. He's gonna
And you know
know
what?
the
He
truth
should
now.
feel like shit
Yeah.
reading all of the trauma that those kids have had to endure because he
It's your
didn't.
fault, dude. Yeah.
You know what's actually weird? Listening to like Dateline and stuff, I've learned this. A lot of the times you cannot express any emotion in court. Why?
They don't want you to. They don't want you
You're
to.
not, you'll get thrown out.
Like if you were, like if
Even if your family's murdered and you're
yeah,
at
I
the murder
know.
trial,
That's a lot
you
of them.
can't.
You can't cry like
You know,
it's crazy.
You can cry if it's quiet, but you can't make noise. You
Yeah.
can't like clap. You can't.
But it's even like as much as your facial expressions and
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
really had to be careful with my facial because we know.
well, I wasn't when I went the first time by myself, and I think that was probably not great.
You were
Not
emotional.
any better? No, but I was just like, no, hello. I mean, I didn't say anything, but yeah, my face was like, no. That's a
I would
lie.
love to be on jury duty someday. That's like some people's worst nightmare. That would be like,
Yeah, because you're there all freaking day and they pay you like a whole $10.
oh, I wouldn't even care to be paid.
No,
That'd be like my Willy Wonka golden ticket. I'd be like,
no.
I think that stuff is so interesting.
What would you want to be on there for?
Just crying.
Like
Just
what kind?
Crime.
Like a
Murder.
murder?
something juicy, yeah.
Yeah.
But what if it was like they abused a child and how
The only
traumatizing that would be?
that's the thing I think of, like having to see pictures or stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that would be really hard, but I think that part of it would, especially if it went in the direction that you hoped it would, of putting that person away for a long time or life, I think that would be like, yeah, like I helped make that decision.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool. Before I came over here, I was watching a documentary of, it's kind of been like circulating on social media about it, but it was this teen girl who was 17. And have you seen it?
Crash?
Yes. which I was like I wasn't like watching it as good as I wanted to because obviously I had the baby, so I was like keeping track of him. But yeah, like I think she did get convicted of murder
She
for
did.
both of them. Yeah,
I
because
remember hearing about it when it happened.
yeah, it was in 2023, I think.
Oh.
And yeah, she was going like 100 miles an hour and there was like no signs of braking. And actually, something that was really sad that was said is that they could tell that the car went from drive to neutral back to drive. And they think that the boys in the car had tried to like put it in neutral or
Yeah.
something.
I've seen it all over social media. I've seen they've released hundreds of thousands of text messages between her and him, like
She
leading up.
was a little bitch.
Oh, horrible! Like the way she was to her teachers, but her parents are like so at fault.
Yeah, it did kind of seem like in the little bit that I had watched that they were just kind of like, I
Well, I
mean,
think that her dad was a giant stoner too, and it seemed like they probably did that together.
yeah, she did smoke a lot of weed and she tested positive after the accident too.
I had seen, I'll like listen to the little YouTube. They're just shorter
Shorts.
ones. Yeah. I mean, it was like 30 minutes, but I listened to that one. And then when I saw the documentary, I was like, oh, I know this story. So I watched the documentary, which it gave a lot more info, but yeah, so crazy.
I just wonder though, because there would have been no way for her to know if it was going to kill her too. So was she just willing to risk it?
I think
I
so.
think so. And I think the other boy was just collateral damage at that point.
I know, horrible.
But I kind of think I've seen things like, they probably got in a fight and that's why they left that house so early. And he felt like if he had his friend in the car, she wouldn't do anything crazy, and she did anyway.
The Murdoch. Have you seen that? The guy that like murdered his wife and son, they're having to redo that whole thing. They
Did
like
you
had
watch the little? I think it was. I don't know if it was on Hulu or Netflix. They came out with about it and about why
about why they dropped the charge.
they didn't drop it. They're just he's getting a retrial because they're not saying like no, he's not guilty, but they are saying everyone has a right to a fair trial, and
And
because
his
that court clerk tried to influence the jury.
Wait, what's the Murdoch one?
He murdered his wife and his son.
it was like they were where is it out of? It's
South Carolina.
something like that. It was like a family. They were like all redheads.
He was like
Paul.
very well known family of
Oh,
attorneys.
I watched the
Yeah.
documentary.
So they said like either way he's gonna be in prison for a long time for all of like the fraud
Yeah.
charges and all of that. But yeah, they had to do a new trial because they said that his wasn't fair. That she
Yeah.
was trying to sway the jury into saying he was guilty essentially, but I listened because they came out with a new Dateline episode on it and I listened to that and like he really does know how to like talk.
Manipulate.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of those good narcissistic manipulators.
And his son, like a few years prior, was drinking and driving a boat and hit something, and people flew out, and one of the girls died.
I remember that on the documentary. Yeah,
Crazy.
Have you guys seen the stuff about the boys, the Carmelo Anthony and the Austin Metcalf stuff that's going on right now?
Mm-mm.
The boy that was murdered at the track meet.
Oh, the white kid and the black kid.
Mm-hmm. The trial just started a few days ago, but it's just so I don't know. We've followed pretty closely, and
Wasn't the whole jury though all white people?
no, because they have some. There's like a few Asians and Hispanics and stuff. There are no black people on the jury. Yeah,
That's what I had seen. Like a huge article came out.
it's such a racial thing, unfortunately.
It always is. I feel like it's always a racial thing when it's one race and another race.
It's stupid though.
Specifically
If
black.
if it was a white kid that killed a white kid, or a black kid that killed a black kid that killed a black kid, nobody would even be talking about it. Like,
Yeah, it's so sad.
It's stupid. Like, why? Why does the color matter when it comes to anything like this?
And I've even seen, because there are hundreds of protesters outside because they want the kid to go free. And it's just, they're
Why?
like, well, even the person interviewing, there was a lady, like, okay, so now all the evidence is saying, this really wasn't self-defense. So now that you know this, like, is your opinion going to change? And she was like, nope, they're supporting theirs, so we're supporting ours. Like, why is that?
We're called the human race for a freaking ass reason. Because we're all the same.
Yeah.
What?
We're all white. We're all a different shade of white. Should we not like each other because your white skin is a little bit whiter than mine or a little bit darker than mine? No. So we start from shades and we go all the way up in color. So what?
Yeah.
That is all it freaking is.
Yeah, but I think unfortunately there is so much racism that
But I don't understand that because I've never been like that. I've never seen that. I wasn't raised like that. I did not raise my kids to be like that. I don't understand people that are like that.
No.
You have good, you have bad. You have shitty people, you have good people. In every shade.
Yeah.
So why do we make it about the skin color? How about your character? I feel like that with the O.J. Simpson thing too. When I watched that, you guys were way too young, but I'm like, dude was guilty. I don't know anybody that can look at that. Yes.
Really?
And that's the whole thing. It was this big race thing because she was a white girl. Same thing. The color.
I think maybe
what the hell does the color matter?
It doesn't.
No.
It's stupid to me. And all that does by, we're going to be out here protesting because this kid's black. And even if he is guilty, we're still going to protest because he's black. No.
But they would protest either way because if the white kid killed the black
That's
kid,
what I said. Yes.
bullshit. They would have said that he did it because he was black.
I saw the trend that's going around on TikTok now that's like my top 5 horror movies or whatever it is, And I saw one from this lady yesterday, and one of them was like having biracial grandchildren one day, and I'm just like, the world is serious. Yes, the world is so messed up. I see so many also like women. I don't see men, but like if they are mixed and talking about how different it is to be, a mixed child, a biracial child with a white mom and a black dad, compared to having a black mom and a white dad. Basically, how it's like, so awful to have a white mom and a black dad. But I'm like,
I love my little mixed.
I don't want Ava to ever grow up like that.
I also have seen a lot of people attack other moms or dads on social media who do have biracial children. Like, how are you going to teach them how to do their hair? Or how are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? It's like, yes, like if I adopted a child that was black, I would do everything I could to make sure that I knew how to take care of them properly, because you do have to do different things for black kids' hair or their skin. But that doesn't mean that because I'm white, I'm not capable of doing that.
Right. Well, also, I think culture comes into play.
For sure.
They have to know things, but
they have to, okay, but my thing is they also, okay, so you're mixed, whether that's with white and black or Hispanic and black or Hispanic, whatever. You have 2 parents that are 2 separate. So yes, like it is also your responsibility to learn about those things and to incorporate and teach. But she also has a dad who, that's
right,
more so his responsibility in a way,
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is.
But also, look at you guys. Like, how much of your Basque heritage do you know anything about?
0.
But I didn't feel like, Dad's Basque.
Yeah.
But even Grandma Vicky,
responsibility.
Like, did they ever teach you anything about that? I know they're like sheep herder people, but like that's all I know.
Right.
Have you seen the trend of like saying a phrase in different, like sarcastic, funny? So there's like ones that are like, say, sit down. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, or whatever.
My.
And the white ones are always like, honey, sit down. And then the black one's like,
Sit your ass.
Put your ass down. And they do like the funniest faces. I'm like, oh my gosh, I freaking love. There was like these two black moms that did it. I was cracking up. It was like she like pulls her flip flop off, and she's like,
Oh, that's like Hispanic,
now
yeah.
she down. Yeah, I was
Yeah, well,
dying.
that's what, Luis always talks about that. The difference in how he was raised
I think
versus
it's-
how she was raised.
Yeah, there is a huge difference.
But it's all different cultures.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Polynesians are raised different than
But there's also
they're
some
all different.
there's
Asians
some
are raised
freaking
different.
white kids that be getting their ass slapped by a flip flop too.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not necessarily just your skin color that, makes your mom hit you with a flip flop.
I mean, I'd still like to hit you guys with the damn flip flop once in a while, but I don't know. I just don't understand it. I honestly think people that are racist to me are small-minded,
Ignorant.
idiots.
Mm-hmm.
You can be ignorant regardless of your race or color of your skin. Point blank,
Right.
period. The end.
Right. I'm like, if all you see in somebody is a color of their skin, how stupid are you?
Right. Also, like, not one of us had a choice or a say-so in the color, the race, anything that we came out as.
Right.
And like they always say, you put little kids Brixton's age in a room with every color of human. They're going to play with every one of those kids.
Yeah.
It is a learned trait
Oh, 100%.
from your parents. So parents, do better, you assholes.
Yeah, but those are also things you can choose to unlearn as you become an adult.
I agree. I know some people that exact same thing, Well,
Yeah.
I don't get it. How do we get on that subject?
I saw so many people and they're like, oh, my son knows if he marries a white woman, he's out of the will. If they have biracial kids, they're out of my will. They're cut off. I'm like, that is just such a disgusting way of thinking.
I just can't imagine like Brixton growing up and marrying a black woman and me being like, I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to see those kids. Like that is just like, it kind of goes with like being gay though too.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
I cannot imagine one of my children liking the same sex and being like, see ya, don't want anything to do with you. Like that's just a crazy mind-blowing thought.
Yeah.
Or you can pull that into religion. Like
Yeah.
your certain religion, your kid marries somebody from another religion or leaves your religion. How many people have been cut off because of that?
Yeah.
So many.
It makes no sense.
Or they're treated like differently,
Yeah, ignorance all around.
Exactly.
It's sad. Everyone's just living life for the first time. Let them figure it out
Well,
Right.
and
and do what makes them
it's called
happy.
unconditional love for a reason. And maybe more people need to practice that.
It's a lot less common than you think.
It's crazy.
How are you going to post pictures about your babies, your wonderful grandchildren who you love so much online? When guess what? Those babies are your son's babies and you have nothing to do with him or his family. What fucking
Or
sense?
his other kid.
It's
You don't have to
crazy.
cut that out. She could kiss my ass.
She can kiss my ass too.
It just doesn't make any sense. How can you be like, I want you to have a relationship with this person, or I want you two siblings to have a relationship, but we're gonna just go through a third party. We're gonna cut out this person. Like you two
But it comes back to small-minded, ignorant people as well, because there is some racism there, and we are a different color. And to them, that matters. And we know that because of things that were said by the kids.
right.
But when the kids are here
People aren't gonna know what you guys are talking about because you're like talking.
in code,
Yeah. No one's gonna know what you're talking about.
Kaytlen's mother-in-law is a bitch, is what we're talking about.
She doesn't like white people.
Her son would say that. She does. She married one. She just doesn't
She
like her own
likes white
kids.
people. She doesn't like Leo.
That's one. She doesn't like her kids. No, it's not just him.
All of them. Yes,
Except
basically all of them. But yes, her 2 grandchildren are Black. The 1 grandchild with Kaytlen is mixed. The 2 Black grandchildren have said things to us about white people being bad that comes from their Black mothers. But when they're here, they love it. When Liv was here, she said that was the best Christmas she'd ever had. She'd never experienced a Christmas like she did when she was here with us.
Yeah.
Leo, I mean, we're grandma and grandpa to Leo. You know?
He sees you more than he sees them.
I know.
Her parents and his combined.
Which, yeah, I don't understand it. Okay, let's get off that subject because it gets my vein popping in my neck.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, what else? What else? Have you guys seen the new John Dutton movie? Or Dutton Ranch? Oh, it's good. You got to start it. It's a good one.
We haven't seen it yet.
We've been watching it. Have you been watching Love Island, Kayt?
No, I haven't watched that in a hot minute.
We watched like the first episode, but we haven't watched any more of it.
We talked about Love Island on our vacation. Me and Shan did, and we're like, why? Why would you ever sign up to go on that show?
Did you know that there's been like,
So you could show your butt cheeks on TV?
I think there's been 3 suicides from people that have been on that show because the online hate gets insane.
That's horrible.
It's so sad. It really is. And it's hate about stupid shit too. It's always like, oh, she thinks that she's just hot shit or whatever, you know. It's always like the hate that they get is like people hating on them for literally the dumbest thing, but it gets to the point where it's like obviously so much that person cannot handle anymore. And I'm like, I'm honestly shocked that they can still even have a
Film
production.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Should we talk about online bullying?
Yeah, it's bad.
It's crazy. We talked about that a little last time. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think there's actually been I've been seeing a few videos here and there about Taylor Frankie Paul and stuff with that. Stuff with her bullying people.
Oh, really?
Well, she's not even really talking to any of the, at least it seems like any of the other people from that show now have kind of cut her off as well, or she's cut them off. I don't know, but
yeah, it's been weird. Like
I saw
that she was like, I don't know, causing threats or something or another with her baby daddy's friend. I don't know. I don't really know what it is, but it was just like
drama.
Yeah.
Well, people are just like, you have so much going on right now. Like, put the phone down. Stop posting online and just focus on that.
Yeah.
It's crazy because after I had Brixton and I was like just a mess, I remember I literally could not get on my phone. It was like, and it wasn't even, I wasn't getting like hate online. I was just feeling so overwhelmed and stressed out with just like life in general. The last thing I could even do would like be get on social media. And I had to like delete the app from my phone because I literally, if I clicked on it and I started seeing what people were doing, I don't know, for whatever reason, I was like, this is too much. Like I can't even get on social media. So I can't imagine being someone, you know, that's an influencer or whatever, and like getting on all the time and you see these horrible things being said over and over. Even if you know they're not true, it doesn't mean that it doesn't like hurt your feelings. That's what people's thinking.
I see him say, you know, like, yes, you know what you sign up for, like when you choose to do those things, but do you really? Like, does
nobody signs up to be
bullied? Yeah, I mean, I think
extensions. Oh my god!
I don't think you really know how bad it is until you've already done it. Yeah. And then it all comes out. You know, you might have a little bit of an idea, but also you're looking at a dollar sign and a payout and being air quote famous now.
I don't think, actually, I know that would never be worth it for me. I just wouldn't do that. Your mental health is not worth millions of dollars.
So what do we think about the
new one?
Orange County one coming out.
Why are we calling it Secret Lives of Mormon Wives when most of them aren't wives or Mormon?
Yeah, I thought that same
Yeah.
thing.
I think that they could have called it literally anything else.
Well, because it was a play off of the first name, which did well for them, obviously. I didn't watch it, but I mean, this one I'm kind of interested in because our niece is on it. My niece, their cousin.
I don't know. I have opinions that I'll keep to myself.
I follow Avery Woods on social media, and she did do like a little post about like a little like answering questions about it, and she said that the reason why she specifically was on it was because she grew up, even though she's not Mormon and never has been Mormon, she grew up in I think she originally is from California, has lived in Arizona for a long time, but moved back to California. And so her whole thing was that she grew up around a lot of people who were Mormon.
Okay, so call it single women that grew up around Mormons. Like,
I don't know, like you could have called it Thruples of Orange County. You could have called it, I don't know, anything else. But I don't know. I am kind of interested to see how it goes. I'm interested to see if they come out with more seasons as well. And another thing is that Avery had said was that regardless what people think, they all were friends before the show. Because everyone's saying they're not even friends. Like, why are we filming all of these people together? Like, it's like a bunch of random influencers that they're just like putting together.
yeah, but that's usually how it goes. You get chosen for a show. Going through the process and knowing what they do, they didn't choose us all to be on that show because we were friends.
But I think the reason why people are saying stuff like that is because Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they were all friends.
That's how it started.
They all were friends. They started their mom talk group. And then the TV show came out way after like the whole mom talk thing. And so I think that's why people are like, why are you calling it, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives if they were never even friends?
Yeah.
And I didn't get into any of that, the mom talk, none of that, the show. I mean, all I know is from YouTube telling me stuff, but
it's just sad because watching that show and then watching like all of it unravel, I'm like, these women are a hot mess. Honestly, every single one of them. It's like they have, issues in their marriage or their mental health. And I'm like, how is this worth it for you?
They're just exploiting it for good TV. You couldn't be a boring person with a great marriage and a great life and good mental health. That wouldn't make good TV for people. As sad as that is to say.
yeah, because I think of our everyday life that we live. We do a lot of fun things. We're blessed and we're fortunate, and we don't have kids at home, and we can do that kind of stuff. But just our everyday normal life that we live is so freaking boring. Like, nobody ain't want to watch that.
Most people's life is not crazy. Like a lot of people stay home with their kids while their husband goes to work, or they go to work and they take their kids to daycare, or, like it's not like most people live this crazy, have something going on every single day life.
Speaking of daycare, when I was talking to Brecklin yesterday, Brecklin is Kaytlen's oldest. She'll be 12 in a few days. Anyway, when they're with their dad, he didn't want Kaytlen to babysit. That's a dumb word. He didn't want them to go to Kaytlen's while he was at work for the summer. So he put them in a daycare thing called Twisters. And I said to Brecklin, how's daycare? And she's like, Twisters? I hate it. She's like, there are so many crybabies in there. And she's like, there's this one kid that like whines and cries all the time. And I'm like, well, how old is he? And he was like, her age. And I was like, oh. She's like, yeah, but thank goodness I'm almost too old to go there. She hates it.
I know.
We went to this I went to this after school program with my cousin when we lived in Idaho, and it was called Shark. And it was like kind of like the same thing, like for kids who had working parents or whatever, you'd go to this thing. And we would we were in elementary school, but sometimes we would get to go in like the sixth graders lounge. And like we were like obsessed with the sixth graders lounge, but we hated it. Every day we were like, oh, like maybe we could just like say we went to Shark and like walk home. It would take us long enough to walk home that they would think that we were at Shark all this time.
Yeah, she was so funny about it.
She loves it.
She's like, we tried. We told him we wanted to go to Mom's, but he said, let's just try Twisters this year. And she's like, we tried Twisters last year and we hated it.
Going to daycare at that age would be awful.
Yeah.
No kid wants to do that.
It is what it is.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to our mumbo jumbo episode today.
Yeah.
Mindy's gonna give us the tip of the week.
Have a tip?
Don't be a racist asshole. We are all created in God's image, even if you're ugly. Don't be a dick. Like, you know what? I love a variety of skin color. I think it makes the world a better place.
Yeah, how boring would it be if everyone was the same?
Do some soul searching if you're one of those people.
Yeah. Well, thank you for hanging out with us on this week's episode of She Who Thrives. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. But until then, remember, no matter what you're doing, do it to the best of your ability and always strive to thrive.